Hey there fellow One Piece fans, and welcome back to an epic fusion showdown. I'm Pyro Prima, and today we're diving deep into the world of devil fruits, haki, and creative imagination. Get ready for a wild adventure as we blend and fuse some of your favorite One Piece characters together to create three incredible hybrids. We all know that the Grand Line is filled with unique abilities and powerful pirates, but what happens when we merge them into one ultimate warrior? That's what we're here to find out today. So whether you're a Straw Hat loyalist, a Marine supporter, if they actually exist, or just a fan of the weird and wonderful world of One Piece, you won't want to miss this epic showdown as we determine which of these fusions reigns supreme. But before we jump into the action, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our thrilling One Piece adventures in the future. Are you ready to witness the birth of some extraordinary new pirates? Let's get started and find out which of these three fusions is the strongest. Let's take a look at our first fusion. Let's see how strong they will be. We will look at their strengths, because of devil fruits, sword styles, fighting styles, and all of these other things, but also their personalities, because personalities matter a lot as well. Because if they don't match together quite well, they might have some sort of inner conflict and won't be able to fight. So let's see what our first fighter will be. So we have Holdish, and I think this is quite the interesting fight. So it's actually not two personalities, it's actually three personalities this time. We have a Hollow and Cavendish. So the tongue and the white skin obviously come from the Hollow, and so does this, what is kind of like a tail, but it's more like a cape in this scenario. So a Hollow is technically not a person. So do they have a personality? They do seem to be a bit goofy, while Cavendish is more serious, but he wants to look pretty. So the goofiness with the person who wants to stand out, I feel like that could mesh well together. Instead of wanting to stand out because of his beautiful appearance, he just wants to stand out and does everything that's necessary for it, so he is a bit of a prankster, I would assume. A Hollow is basically something that comes of the powers of the Horo Horo no Mi, which is Perona's devil fruit. So this negative Hollow, if it goes through an enemy, they would turn the negative powers on and also make those enemies not want to fight anymore. But that, I think, only works if that person has a lower amount of haki than Perona. And in the pre-time skip era, nobody had haki, so it did not really matter. Because I don't think that certain negative Hollows would be capable of one-shotting characters like Shanks or Kaido. So let's just say it's also limited by haki, similar to how Lost Devil Fruit is limited. But it's still a very strong power, because Cavendish's or maybe Hakuba's haki is probably quite powerful. And he is an incredibly fast fighter as well. So if he just speed blitzes enemies with the negative Hollow powers and makes them all depressed and then slices them up with sword style, he is a real menace. And appearance wise, I also actually think that this is quite the cool design. It fits into the goofiness of One Piece with the long tongue of people like from the Long Tongue tribe, if they actually exist. And white skin like that, we have seen that before already. I think Maria actually has this skin color. So I think it fits right into the One Piece world, and it's actually one of the stronger fusions we have seen so far. But the big question is, will the two other fighters that we will see in this video be stronger than Holdish or weaker? And is Holdish capable of fighting against strong fighters in the universe? In my opinion, Cavendish is heavily underestimated. He was a supernova at the time of Ace's arrival, and he also is still relevant in the current era. So I wonder how strong he actually is. Would he have been capable of defeating Doflamingo in the Dressrosa arc? I am not sure, but he for sure would have been able to put up a good fight. But now let's see what our second fighter for this video will be. We have Mr. One, Des Bobo. That's a funny name, Des Bobo. So he is not only the user of the Dice fruit, which allows you to turn your skin and everything into blades, but also the user of the Flame or Flare fruit that Sabo has. So that's a combination of both Paramecia and Logia. That's already quite powerful. And Des Bones probably grew a lot as well after being part of the Cross Guild now, and also after the whole thing of breaking down from Impel Down and having basically the 2-year time skip together with Crocodile. So I think he grew in power as well. And Sabo Sabo, obviously, he should not be underestimated. He has not only been trained by probably Dragon, but also by characters like Ivankov and maybe Kuma, who knows. But his fighting style, with the combination of fishman karate and also the whole Dragon Ryu fighting style, I think he is actually really powerful. So this character, I would say he is stronger than first commanders from a Yonko crew. He would probably quite easily defeat somebody like King, because I think Sabo should be more powerful than Zoro and the other characters from the Straw Hats. Now, would he be capable of winning against one of the Yonko? It's not easy to say. I don't think so. Would he be able to put up a good fight? Yes, but he would be higher than first commander but lower than Yonko. So is he stronger than the first fusion we have seen today? I think so. He is actually really strong. Sabo is stronger than Cavendish, and Mr. One, well, he just offers more versatility for this fusion compared to a Holo. Yes, you have the negative Holo powers, but Mr. One just adds all of these sort of slicing attacks and sword attacks that Sabo now can use. So in my opinion, this is our top contender at the moment. He would put up a good fight against characters like Law as well. Would he win? That's up for debate. What do you think? Is Mr. One Des Bobo stronger than characters like Law and Kid, or would he lose against them? I would be really interested to hear your answer. However, that's enough about Mr. One Des Bobo. It's now time to look at our third and final fusion. And let's see if this one will be an upgrade compared to Mr. One Des Bobo and take the crown of the strongest fusion in today's video. We have Boa Hanley, and this is not a woman anymore. This character uses the body of Blue Gilly, so it's a man. They might still have the personality of wanting to be the most beautiful person, which would actually be a pretty interesting dynamic, because Blue Gilly is also part of the Dressrosa arc and the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. And if Boa Hanley interacted together with Cavendish, I think it would have made for a really cool comedic scene, or maybe some sort of combat, because Cavendish wants to be beautiful and respected and looked at by all the other people, and Boa Hanley just thinks of themselves as the strongest and most powerful and cutest and most beautiful person on Dressrosa and the entire world. Are they weak? No. Not only do they have the powers of the long-legged tribe of the kicking abilities from Blue Gilly, but they also have the kicking abilities from Boa Hancock. And kicking abilities aside, Boa Hancock is already a Warlord of the Sea, and she might be the most powerful woman that is currently still active in the One Piece world, if we consider that Big Mom is no longer active after her defeat on Wano. So, also with the Mero Mero no Mi, with the Laugh Devil Fruit that we all know, this character would be insanely dangerous. If people think that he's handsome, if he's cute, or any sort of strong emotion towards him, he can just turn them into stone and basically win like that instantly. As far as we know, this is one of the devil fruits that cannot be countered by strong haki. If you just feel some sort of strong emotion, you are affected by the devil fruits. Haki is not able to counter that, so that makes it very, very dangerous. One of the most dangerous devil fruits in the entire One Piece universe. But I wonder if they are stronger than the fusion between Das Bones and Sabo. So, if we think about it, Blue Gilly versus Das Bones. Who would win in that fight? If Blue Gilly was fighting against the Das Bones from the Alabasta arc, I would say that Gilly takes the fight. But now that we look at a New World version, at the current version of Das Bones, I cannot really say it, because we have never really seen him fight in any way. So I would say it can go either way, depending on how the characters are portrayed and how much Das Bones actually grew. So the bigger question for us is Boa Hancock stronger than Sabo? And I want to say no. I love Hancock more than Sabo. I actually am one of the few people who probably dislike Sabo a lot, because he feels like some sort of self-insert character, like, oh yeah, you have these two brothers of Ace and Luffy. Oh, wait a second, there was a third character all along that's also a brother with them. I never really liked that idea, but hey, he's still in the story now, and he is quite powerful. He has also the title of Flame Emperor, so we have the Snake Empress versus the Flame Emperor. I wonder who of those would win in a fight. You can also tell me your opinion of who of those two is stronger in the comments. So in my opinion, the fusion with Mr. One Das Bobo is stronger than Boa Hanley, but it can go either way here as well. you might have a different opinion, and I would like to hear your arguments for which character of these 3 fusions is the strongest we have seen so far. But that's all from me for today. I will declare Mr. 1 Des Bobo as the strongest fusion of this video. But all that's left for me to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. Pyro out. Bye!